If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still Got Game, episode 400!
Yeah! Woo!
Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm Tiffany Electrify Nolan.
I'm James Yaunt Dog Yaunt.
I'm Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
I'm Joel Dude I Rock Albert.
I guess I'm Code.
Wow, it's Joel Dude I Rock Albert and Derek Code Monkey Show. We're back for episode 400. Can you fucking believe it?
Dude, I even get quotes in my name like Macho Man.
Oh,
That's pretty awesome.
A cool name. We have 7 hosts tonight for episode 400.
That's a lot.
This is the most.
This is historic.
We've broken Skype. we found a limit we did not know existed. So it is good that you guys were able to come on for episode 400. We've missed our time with you. We've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes together in overlapping fashion. And yeah, it's good to have you guys back. So thank you for coming on tonight.
Well, we'll make sure to bring absolutely no useful knowledge to you like we used to.
Yeah, we'll keep the energy low, and we'll stay as quiet as possible.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. The audience will love that.
That's usually my goal.
Yeah, we can't have everybody do that, okay? All right. So I guess we'll jump in the show proper. We'll start off with the mailbag, and we'll get some feedback and questions from last week's show. Alchemist 19 comments. I can't believe you guys are hitting episode 400. I've been here since D-Smooth and Code Monkey days, over 10 years. That's longer than all of my actual relationships. Thanks for being there.
Nice. That's really awesome.
That's depressing. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's 10 years, huh?
Yeah. Well, the show started technically in 2005, so this is year 14 of the show in a couple months. So yeah.
Yeah, but those are the days where Duty was like, I'm done with this thing, and we were like, no, let's do this thing, and then we made that mistake, and here you are.
Yeah. There was that.
Should have let it die.
There was a 9-month hiatus, and then we came back strong.
It was great. You use the same iTunes stream. It's like, hey, we're back.
Yeah.
9 months later.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you got to take a break, and there was a break, and then we came back, and we've been going strong ever since.
It's all new hosts. It's just like when Suzanne Summers left Three's Company. It's the same thing.
Well, see, at least we've had overlap here. Yeah, Code's making references that nobody knows except for us. But yeah, when they
it
brought
says
on Chrissy,
too old to play.
Yeah, they brought on Chrissy. We all know. Or no, Chrissy Snow was the real one. And then they brought in the cousin. Yes.
Yeah.
But
always
holding that in.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's been a running overlap. So, you and I were on. Well, Jay was on the show, and then you and I were on the show, and then Jay and I were on the show, and then Hit was on with us before Jay left, and with Tiff, and then Yaunt came in, and then Selden. So there's always been a consistent overlap. So no, it was never like boom. There's brand new people. So
every time you cut a head off, 2 grew back. Right?
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's why we got with so many hosts now. We have spare hosts in case someone bails this time, so we're not screwed again.
Yeah, this is like some sort of fail Hydra.
Episode 500, we're gonna have 16 people on the screen.
and Hit's gonna be in the middle with his face on fire.
Oh yes. All right. Rick rolled you comments. As a new listener, probably 5 months, I am honestly sad about all the content I've missed out on. I'm really considering going back to episode 1 and catching up on your full backlog. Your show and the CADcast are my 2 new primary forms of audio entertainment. I wish I had caught on to podcasts sooner.
Holy crap! Is the CADcast still on?
Oh yeah.
I think I watched. I think I listened to that before the Xbox came out.
And they're still around. I still listen to them, but
We're not older than that cast, right?
no, they started.
They're like they're like 16 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
But the beauty is, if he goes back to the beginning and he listens to what I said then, it's going to be very similar to what I say now, but less World of Warcraft.
Yeah, probably.
You know what's funny? That's the same for me. Yeah, pretty
Actually,
much.
I had a brief 3-year period in there where all I talked about was World of Warcraft also. So, yeah.
I know, and at work you did as well.
And now all he talks about is Pokemon Go. So I mean, nothing's really changed. I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
Change out your addictions. Yes. Yeah, but I don't know if I would go through the backlog. That's a lot of content. Assuming that even on the short end, if an episode was 45 minutes, that means every 4 episodes is 3 hours, and that would be 300 hours of content. And we had some major 4 and 5 hour episodes, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're really starving for content,
I disagree. I think you should. I just think you should go back, and while you're at it, leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, do all the cool stuff. Leave comments. I mean, why not?
I'm actually curious if you can comment for the next episode. Rick rolled you. How did you miss out on podcasts until 2019?
Yeah, that's a weird thing to miss out on. That's like being like, I wasn't around when the internet was around. Like, well,
I just got the
anyway.
internet and then I discovered
Right.
you guys. Yeah,
Yeah. That's weird.
yeah. No, I'm not making fun of you. Like, you're on our episode.
No, you are. You are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
I think it'll be pretty difficult for
I think
him.
they're- I
Like,
think
aren't
they're-
half of them living like somewhere else, and the other half are living?
They're
on iTunes or
all
something?
they're all on the feed, but they all some of them are not hosted where our episodes are hosted now. They're hosted
Right.
on in the Internet Archive, which Jay thought was a great place to host content for a while.
Well, there was no place back then. There was
Yeah.
no place to
Yeah.
without
just
paying.
store
Yeah.
media without paying. Yeah.
Yep.
It's the only place
It's
to do it.
basically it's on an 8-track in the back of some
Pretty
guy's
much.
It's the
1957
equivalent of that,
Cadillac.
yes.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where it is.
All right. Meth breakfast comments. I'll give you a bigger attaboy at episode 500. 400 is cool and all, but 500 is a radical checkpoint.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
I don't know if I don't think radical checkpoint is a expression.
No, it is. It's just not a good one.
No, I think it's
If
like
you,
a radical
if
milestone.
you use meth for
Milestone.
breakfast, it is. 100% right there.
Yeah.
I totally missed out. Yeah, that makes perfect sense that someone would call a milestone a checkpoint if
I don't
they
know.
ate meth for breakfast.
These
Yeah.
companies nowadays, I mean, we have one at work. These companies, they just literally like, oh, it's year 42. We'll just go ahead and put that on our logo. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, who cares if it's an anniversary of year 42? Like, so we're celebrating 400. I don't care what you say.
I feel like 400 is pretty badass.
It's pretty cool.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you do one every day, then it's not really badass.
Right. That's true.
Okay, yeah. All right, true.
Perspective.
Thanks, Code. Thanks for reeling us back down from
Thanks
our
for
high
learning,
clap.
learning it for everybody. Yeah,
Yep.
no problem.
Burned our wings. We
All right,
all
so-
know.
Right now.
Yeah.
Now you know I'm back. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
All right. And we'll move on over to Altius's corner. Altius asks, I know you all started as Halo fans, tool to play out of Halo 2, and in some of your cases, you still are. What are your thoughts about Microsoft announcing the Master Chief Collection is coming to PC? Is it too little too late, or is it long overdue?
There
Can I
goes,
start?
there goes
Can
the
I
news
start?
story later.
Let Code start.
Let me start.
Yeah.
Because I've never played Halo ever. So I didn't
Wow.
start there, and I'm definitely not in there. Just saying.
All right, fair enough. This Altius as always stole one of our news stories, but I guess that means he's on the pulse. But I think it's cool. I think it's also cool. Like part of this news story is also that they're bringing Halo Reach into the Master Chief Collection, and that's going to be the first game that launches on PC. And on the PC, it's more piecemeal, so you don't have to buy the whole collection. You like pick them up one at a time as they're released on PC. I think that there's probably people on PC that wanted to see what the Halo hype was all about, and to see them now in fucking unbridled 4K, unthrottled frame rates. Like I think it's cool. What do you? Anyone else?
I think
I've
it's-
been waiting on this for a long time. Like,
But do you care really? Hank?
yeah.
I wanna bet you something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
All right. this is what I hear from everyone. Like,
I have to get the bet spreadsheet out.
how excited people are about this, and I'm like, there's so much hype about it. I see it everywhere, and I'm like, first of all, I don't give a shit, and that was my favorite game of all time. I really don't give a shit, but I think you will buy this game, and I bet you will be playing Sea of Thieves or some other game within 2 weeks max, and you won't give a shit about Halo at all. That's just my theory.
Every time they launch a game, like I could see that. I can see that.
Yeah, like you'll put like a few hours in it, and you'll be like, oh my god, so hype, and you'll be like,
oh, it's not Halo 3's now. Okay, I'm back in. Yeah.
Yeah, Halo 4. Like, okay, I'm back in. Yeah.
I think every release you'll give even less of a shit. So I'm giving you a tiered approach where you're gonna be like,
but the peak becomes lower and lower.
Yes, you'll have like 2 weeks of excitement, and then the next release you'll be like a week and a half, and then finally like Halo 1, you'll be like, pistols, what the fuck is this shit about? And you're just gonna be done. That's my theory.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, I just don't think it's that. It's the internet seemed to be going crazy with this thing, and I just don't get it. As a super fan of Halo, I don't get it.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, like, it'll be part of Game Pass, right? Like, it won't cost us anything extra.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's the way they're releasing it. It's on Steam, which is awesome. Like, that's fucking dope. Yeah, I agree with all that stuff. What they're doing is amazing for a product. I just don't care about Halo anymore.
I'm surprised they didn't throw in Halo 5 in there. Like,
so
they already have the multiplayer version of it, but
that's true.
Like, I don't know why they just didn't like round up the whole franchise before Halo 6 came out, but I don't know. Yeah.
No. Well, isn't Halo 5's already on Game Pass though, right?
Yeah, but it's not on PC.
Oh, not on PC.
Yeah, only they only have multiplayer on PC.
Yeah,
and you can only play with friends. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
matchmaking. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, I think what's going to make or break this Halo being released on the PC is the price point they put it at. Because if they put it too high, nobody's going to want to buy each game like $50-$60. If they put it too low,
I don't think that's what they're going to charge. I'm guessing this is going to be
What's
like
the price of it right now?
Yeah, if they put the price too low, though, I think people are going to just buy it as a nostalgia thing and just throw it away right after they play it. I think they really got to price it at the right point, right between those two. Maybe $15, $20, $25 tops to keep the interest in it. But if they price it too low, they're going to push themselves out of the market.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I mean, really, no. I think most people, even myself, will likely purchase it if it's cheap enough as a throwaway. It's just literally like I'm giving money to them to say, like, I appreciate what you did for me a few years ago. I don't give a shit about you now. I'll like load it up and then I'll shut it down.
Do you have Game Pass today?
What's that?
Do you have Game Pass?
Yeah, I have Game Pass. Yeah, which I haven't used my Xbox in 4 years.
Okay, but Game Pass also covers it covers the Play Anywhere game, so you can play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, that's true too. I'll have it anyway. Yeah, I have Sea of Thieves. I have all that shit. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yep.
Hasn't Nintendo been doing this for fucking 25 years and everybody still buys the stuff? So why shouldn't Microsoft dip their feet in the water of like, let's just release shit everybody already owns?
But Nintendo does it in such an insane way. Like they re-release Mario Brothers and then they charge you like $15 or $20 for it. Like no one pays that.
Oh, you don't think so?
Do you buy them?
I don't have to. I own I already bought like 5 copies, right?
I don't know.
It's so true.
But I mean, at the end, okay, think about Derek. Look at it this way. You've got a game that they coded. The guy that coded is probably dead by now. I guess Miyamoto's not dead, but like it's a long time ago. He's been paid and everything. So they're literally repackaging this thing. How much do you think that costs?
Nothing.
So if one stupid dumbass buys the game in like, I don't know, where's a really dumbass place? Kentucky.
Michigan.
Maybe I got somebody there. Michigan.
We're going to alienate our viewers now. Okay, come on.
Yeah, but it's Kentucky.
But they are hillbillies, yeah.
So they buy, like, maybe you sell 5 copies. Who cares? It's like free money. Doesn't matter. You don't have to buy it.
Well, I don't think anyone's arguing it's a bad idea to do this either. I mean, like, no one has ever been like, nostalgia doesn't work. We're not gonna, like, everyone's gonna, like I said, I'm gonna buy it and I don't care about it. Like, I'm already saying I don't care, and I'm still gonna buy.
I have 500 slap bracelets.
Okay,
so we all do stupid
There you go. Right.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
It's more like, do you think it's important? No, I don't.
This is different though than Nintendo repackaging their games and not increasing the 8-bitness of them. This is like literally
it's remastered, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still don't care.
Zeppelin remasters their stuff. I still don't go buy them again.
Wow.
I don't care.
You can only play it
on sequiturs.
You can't so the game only played at like 2,000 by 4,000. Now it plays at 4,000 by 8,000. Who the fuck cares? It's the same game. You
But
either
it
played it
looks
or not.
gooder.
The nostalgia part is the graphics and everything about it. So if you're changing it, you're ruining the nostalgia.
Oh no,
Not
Master
with
Chief Collection-
FPS. No, and that's actually not true. Not with FPSs.
Joel,
No.
shut up.
I mean, it works. It works for an 8-bit game because there is no higher res. Like, what are you gonna like bump them up to 16? I'm like, oh my god, 16-bit is amazing. No, but like at that high of a fidelity, yes, it's gonna make a difference. It's an FPS.
16-bit is 2 times better.
That is correct.
And
And
we're
I bet you
talking
this-
like 20 times better than that here. So.
Here.
Yeah,
let me
but
just
after
make
some.
let's just make this point. There was that group that actually made the Halo that brought it out on PC.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Until they got shut down, it was huge. I think it's going to be bigger than we think it is. I think I agree with Duty that in fact it's going to be a nostalgia thing for sure. It's going to be a 2-week. Everybody's going to be blowing up about it. The next one's going to come out 2 weeks, and then after a while, it's just going to fizzle out. With so many games coming out right now too, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But my biggest question for you, Duty, is what do you think about the new Halo that's coming out on most likely PC this year? Do you
No,
give a crap
I don't
about
care.
that?
No. I don't
Okay.
care.
What if it's a battle royale?
Still don't care. Halo should stop being Halo. That whole it should go away. It's done. It's
But they're making a TV show finally.
No.
You know what? Here's the thing. You know what's funny? I'm more interested in the TV show. Fine, take it somewhere else, but get it out of video games. It's like it's over,
You know,
You
Super
know,
Mario
like-
had a TV show, Super Mario Brothers.
and it was
Super Show.
amazing.
In the link.
The movie
Zelda
was even
portion of it
better,
was
by the
awesome.
way.
Yeah.
The movie was.
Oh,
the
with
best.
Lou.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with,
Yes.
John
What's his
Leguizamo.
name?
Don
and,
Leguizamo, yeah.
And
Who's the British actor? I always forget his name.
I'm thinking
Who
of
played
the
Mario?
guy, the wrestler guy. John
I was thinking of Lou
Leguizamo. and
Albano.
Lou Albano.
Oh,
and-
Albano, yeah.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Oh,
Let's go back to that.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need more of that.
Yeah.
Less
All right.
Halo.
All right, I'm gonna reel the show back in because it's really hard with 7 hosts. So that was great feedback. If you want to leave feedback for the next show, give us a call 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? What have you been playing this week?
Not much. Just a little bit of the Sea of Thieves Pioneer Insider program. Some of my friends got into the program, so I was playing with them.
Nice.
A little bit of Apex and Division 2. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not enough time with Division 2. Tonight I'm playing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Tiff, what have you been playing?
Not much.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that all you're
No.
leaving us with?
No. I wish I had. I don't know. I just haven't really. There hasn't been a lot of compelling games for me to play lately. I played a little bit of Anthem, and I definitely want to give that another try. But and, my usual Pokemon Go, just my daily spins and presents and catching them on. But I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of like the whole video game market right now, just kind of lackluster. I'm not finding a lot of compelling stuff that really wants to. But I'm just like jonesing to play, and I don't know if that's me or the games or a little bit of both.
Fair enough. It's probably the games, because if you're not into battle royale games, then
Division's out. Stop it.
okay. All right, Jan, since you're butting in, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Apex. Still been jumping into Call of Duty a little bit. I've been playing the World League just for the hell of it, with a couple of buddies. And no more Pogo. Pogo's dead to me. It should be dead.
Wow.
Did
I'm
you sign
looking
up?
for-
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
Try.
Did you sign up for the Wizards Unite though?
Yeah,
That's coming
yeah.
up?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'll definitely be playing Division tomorrow night for sure.
Alright.
Spend a bunch of money on a PC. Kind of got to not go for the $100 version to get it early. So
Yeah. All right, Selden, what garbage have you been playing this week from the Google App Store?
Been playing a lot of Crackdown, collecting the orbs, just getting through all the missions and stuff like that. Played some Apex, Clash Royale, Pogo, and I started playing Hellblade.
Oh, I've heard good stuff about that.
That game is so pretty, so damn pretty, and
I
so
heard it has
psychotic.
great sound.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard. Yes.
everything's good. The gameplay actually sucks. I think the whole battle system sucks, but the game is pretty all the way around, though.
All right, fair enough. Joel Dude I Rock Albert, how about you?
Mostly Apex pretty much every night, and then a little bit of Division 2, although I'm already bored. So we'll see how long that lasts for.
That doesn't surprise me because you had the same on and again, off again relationship with the Division the first time around.
Yeah, I enjoy the end game of Division. I don't mind the grinding too much, but it is the same game. It's the same game.
The grind is real at the end, just to let you know, and it's pretty good from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, I actually think they did a good amount of work on it. It's a little bit better than 1 for sure. I just don't know if I'm willing to spend the time. And I played a little bit of Anthem, but I literally bought the game, played 20 minutes, and was like, this game fucking blows. So I stopped playing that one pretty much right away. But yeah, Apex is actually a pretty good surprise for me so far. I've really been enjoying it.
How many wins?
I don't even know.
Over 50?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Over 100?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, way over 100. I have like 2,000 kills on Bangalore.
Oh wow. Very nice.
Well, yeah. Good job.
That's what I play. I play battle royales.
Yeah.
In case
He
you don't know,
believe-
Derek hates battle.
Yeah, he hates them
Yes.
and thinks they're dying.
No.
No, they're not dying.
No.
Don't worry, we all laughed at him.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants them to die.
A surprise game comes out of nowhere and gets 2.5 million people in 24 hours is not a sign of death. I will say that.
People playing in a
Yeah.
What about? Don't you want to talk about the amount of money they make on a free game? Come on, freaking
well,
awesome.
That's one of our news stories later, where they're going to start making their money. So
Yeah.
I wanna
Derek
make
Code
money.
Monkey Shomer, what have you been playing this week?
I played Clash Royale this week, and
So did Selden.
Finally,
You know,
that's my game. I've been
We've
playing it.
embarrassed Selden out of even talking about it on the show. So.
Dude, I have spent so much money on that game. Like
the nervous
when I-
laugh, like I hope my wife's not watching.
oh, she spent way more than me. It still comes out of my account, but I spent like I've probably spent maybe $200 in the game over a lifetime, so that's not too bad. Like I'm not like Duty who goes out and buys a game he doesn't like, and then now he's got a game he doesn't like. I like a game, so I just pay $25 every few months to get something cool. It's usually shitty, but whatever. So
You and everybody else, the people that play Apex, the people that play Fortnite, the people that play Pokemon Go. That's
Yeah.
that's
but
the
difference
genre
is,
right
like,
now.
Yeah, but with those games, it's like so I can dance or just do something. At least here, if you pay, you can win. like you pay to win, not pay to look good.
So Code's
So
into the pay to win games, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Well,
And-
no, it's because I don't have a lot of skill, so I need to pay to win. Right?
All right.
It's
in Clash Royale, they've really keyed in on how to cash in on these things too, because
Oh,
they rebalance the cards every month, so it forces you to keep buying the new cards.
What
to
does that
keep
even mean?
upgrading your-
Rebalance the cards.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what it means. Please. I don't want to know.
This
I
is
don't
like,
care.
We've gone into the dork zone. Yeah.
I can
gotta-
finally talk about it. This is great.
I can explain to you how the game change balances work if you want.
No.
No, I'm good. Appreciate it
The
though.
Code and Selden need an offline call later where they
Yeah.
just shit about this.
Exactly.
What we were talking about before the stream when Judy turned off his camera. Yeah, that's what they're gonna be doing to Clash Royale.
All right, what
Yeah,
else have you been playing, Code?
Dungeons and Dragons Paper and Dice version,
Wow.
5th edition.
Four?
Yeah, well, my son has been bugging me for like a year and a half to teach him how to play. So now we do that a lot, and that's kind of taking up most of my life. That involves video games or any type of gaming. And then I also got the Raspberry Pi a little while ago, so we put the NES emulator on there because it was so much cooler than playing it on the computer and having the screen. You could put it on the big screen. So my son got up to Bald Bull and Mike Tyson's Punch Out, so I was kind of proud. You get the same anger and anguish when you put him in front of Mega Man. Like all the games that we used to play, and watching the same frustration play out. Being the difference is, he's like, why do you keep playing Mega Man if it's so hard? I'm like, because if you spend $50 on a game and you only had a game, there wasn't like a free store. I could just download other stuff to waste my time. So you pretty much learn how to play one
Yeah,
game.
you had to do it. Yep.
Piracy was not a thing in the cartridge days. No.
No, it was not.
No.
No, it's wicked hard to do it that way. Man.
Wicked hard.
Games are so much harder and so much more enjoyable to win.
No.
You call it enjoyable. I call it we didn't have much of a choice.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's why it's enjoyable. You have to make
Yeah.
your own enjoyment. That's
You're
the
like,
whole-
I
that's the
picked this
rule.
one. My parents said I could get one game, and I got this,
Yeah.
and it sucks, but I'm gonna play the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I love DT.
You know what? Now that I think about it, the other game we had played is whatever the latest Mortal Kombat is on the Xbox One, right? And I play Scorpion.
Kombat XL.
Mortal Kombat, they're all the fucking same.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I play Scorpion, right? And he's like,
Get
Dad,
over here.
he plays this thing for hours. I get on one night and I just beat him with Scorpion. He's like, how did you do that? I'm like, because they haven't changed the control since the 80s, dude. Like, I know this. This is my character.
That's
This
the
is
one
what I
guy
did.
you learned, and now you
Yeah.
look like you got skills, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
why
it's
you
just
play
that one
with your
thing.
forehead. You're just mashing it against your face. Why? You're still beating me.
Yeah,
Ah,
there were those times.
well, I played some Anthem, which I am enjoying. It is the most satisfying flight in any game ever. The game has its problems. Don't get me wrong.
Red Baron was better.
And I'm assuming that there's going to be some massive revisions to this game, and it's not going to resemble what it does now in the near future. But I have hopes for it, and I have been playing, obviously, on my side a shitload of Pokemon Go. I got 2 phones I use all the time, and I kick ass. So on that, why don't we hop on over in the new releases? There's only one new release out this week, sort of ish, and it's the Division 2, and we kind of already talked about it. Do we have anything else we want to add?
It's more Division.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like if you like Division 1, guess what?
Got
It's the same
0.5 for you. Division
Exactly.
1.5.
Washington
Yo, dog,
needs
I heard
saving.
you like Division, so you got some more Division on your Division. Yeah.
Yeah, they made
Washington needs
improvements.
saving.
They made
Washington.
improvements, and that's all you can say.
I want to pick it up, but I'm not going to drop it until I see if it's really worth it at this point. But it doesn't sound like it's worth it at this point. So
Well, again,
Yeah, I was going to
if
ask
you
someone
like-
to try to convince me to buy it.
Well, it's like if you like Division 1, buy it. That's literally all you can say because it's the same game. If you enjoy Division 1, then you will enjoy Division 2.
If
If
you
you
got,
hate
like, a good
Division 1,
3 hours
you will
in
not
Division
play
1.
it. Yeah,
We
then
didn't
I
play
wouldn't buy it.
Division 1.
see, I like
we not?
Division 1 because I'm
Oh.
a New York City guy. I live here, so it's like I like
Right,
the
that's
whole aspect.
Washington.
I don't know if I want to go to DC and play it now.
Oh, you're fucking.
Yeah, but that's where your
city.
boss is.
Look at you. Mm.
That's where your boss lives.
Oh.
Oh wait, no what?
I could not
No,
deny my
what?
employment. Yes, like the Selden syndrome. Yes. All right. So I guess we've talked enough about the Division. No
Yeah.
one gives a shit.
No, wait, you forgot one thing. So Division 2 is kind of like Meet the Ropers to Three's Company.
Oh,
It's like a spin-off that
We're just cut.
you watch, but then you laugh.
Wow.
Most of our audience that gets these jokes has already passed. So,
Yeah.
But in memoriam, they will.
Yeah. May they rest in peace.
All right. So before we move on to the news, I added something tonight for episode 400. So I know I didn't give anyone any time to look at this and think of something, but just looking for anyone's favorite or craziest show moments, and just to kind of spitball it and start you guys off. Some of my favorite parts of the show were the 4 and 5 hour post E3 episodes with me and Duty and Tiff just going through. Well, they're gonna blame me. They're gonna say it's my fault because I
Oh,
I went through
totally
in
your fault.
chronological order. But
Yes.
every
Every hour of the day in order,
But-
including the parties every night.
but those were some of my favorite episodes of the show, and also some of the guests we had, like having right after the Kinect launch, having Larry Herb on for to talk about the Kinect being the fastest selling video game peripheral of all time, and it still holds that record with 11 million units sold in the first 3 months, which is absolutely batshit crazy.
How's that going?
Well, yeah, okay, no, it's not a thing anymore, but it still
Yeah.
was a kick-ass peripheral for Microsoft.
Record,
at the
okay,
time.
code.
It's
And,
like his 3D TV thing he thinks is going to someday be a thing.
Oh no, we've given up on that.
All right.
And then there was the time that we had he was named after the fact, but we had a super special guest lined up, and then some shit went. We had a conflict, and we had to cancel on the super special guest, and then he would never come on the show again. It was when Code and I were doing the show. Jay, I see you're looking confused.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was once I tell you, it was Will Wheaton. Yes. Yeah. We had Will Wheaton lined up to do the show, and I blew Will Wheaton off. And then when I tried to reschedule, he would not do the show again, and then unfollowed me on Twitter, and we that was the end of that. So
another person that hates you.
yeah, I know. Add him to the list, right? Yeah.
Are you still banned? Are you still blocked?
No,
or unfollowed, or whatever?
He didn't block me. We're just not friends anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Womp womp.
They were never really. Let's just
As you say,
they
you're not.
were
You're
never
not
really
friends.
No, we're not
He doesn't
Twitter.
follow you anymore.
and he
It's
probably
Derek-
doesn't hate you. He probably just doesn't know you exist anymore.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a Selden, not the Selden on the
Wow.
show,
Yeah.
not you, the other Selden
Yeah.
on the show versus Will Wheaton.
Sheldon?
Talked about, Sheldon.
Why are you calling Selden Sheldon? And vice versa. You're so confusing everybody right now. Yes. All right. Anyone else? Things that you've enjoyed in the show over the years, or I know Yount and Selden, you guys are new. Like there was a long time where every week we had a Selden 007 asks. So
I would say back in the day, I loved the blooper episodes or the outtake episodes that you would slap together when you couldn't get a show. They were really some of the funniest shows. That's what we have at the after show now, a lot of that. But I really enjoyed those ones a lot. So
That's because he feels like the need to get everything perfect and has to start everything over every time, so it doesn't go right.
That's the thing now is we just roll through it. But
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
back
He's
in the
learned.
day, if-
Everything's a blooper.
if the show took an hour and a half to record, I
Yeah.
used to spend probably 7 to 8 hours editing it and taking
I know.
out dead space, taking out every or and we sounded like we were really good at the show, and then it would also leave like half the show as outtakes, and then I would pick and choose those, and you could assemble literally between the previous outtakes episode and the next one, you could assemble an hour and a half of outtakes, and it was great. But
And it was
I
probably
just don't-
almost always you.
no, it was usually you ranting and saying something insane or something that we couldn't say.
No, it was Code reading the news.
Oh, don't no.
He was incapable of reading the news. Yes.
No, it's my read ahead. I'd read ahead and I'd get the buffer overflow issue and I would just start reading and I'm like, I can't catch up now. I'm gonna crash. And then it would just go all bad. And
Yeah.
and notice you got rid of that, right? So
Yeah.
just saying, maybe it wasn't me, maybe it was you.
No, the news was tough. Jay had some issues with the news too back in the day when it was his job to read. He's saying no, but
Yes, you did, Jay.
there was a lot of issues with pronouncing names back in the day that got cut out.
Oh yeah.
I just
No
say
issue.
first names only, and then you.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did switch to that. you tried to do
You're like,
that.
you know, Dave. He's like, Dave who? Like, it doesn't matter who.
It was so horrible.
Listen to the whole story. Create your own context. That's your job.
Like before the show, you're like Ken Kutaragi, how do you say it? Kutaragi. And then we get to the show, and you're like, and
Ken.
Sony's Ken said, and I was like, what the fuck? You can't just do that. They don't.
Or like Ken K. Like just fucking give them figure it out. That's what Google's for. Do your job.
Sony Ken K. Oh, do you mean Ken Kutaragi? Oh, boom. Yeah, I do. Yes.
Oh yeah, but in his defense, when somebody hears his full name, they're not like, oh yeah, that guy.
Exactly. They're like, who the fuck is that? And they go to Google anyway. I'm just giving you
Right,
an
now they can't
easier
spell it.
typing path. There you go. Ken K. Done.
Oh yes. Anyone else? Tim, have any fun memories?
I got one.
All right, hit.
The one where I won HQ in the after show.
Your 10 cents.
Yep.
That was momentous.
That was like a week ago.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
I guess I'll add the one when I won HQ in the after show as well.
No, it's too late. I took that one already.
Oh, thanks. No.
Mine
Now
would
you're just a
be
copycat.
that same episode or last episode hit where the purple monster coming out. Oh,
Oh.
that was
There
you were
was
freaked out. That was such a hilarious episode. Things
there
were
was
going
one
nuts.
with me, Joel, Tiff, and Derek. Yeah, remember guys? And Derek turned red mid-show, and like all of us
Yeah,
just
that's
burst
Oh
out
my
laughing.
god, that's
That's
right.
right, that
I
was
was
good,
losing my
That
I
was a
looked
good
like I was on the sun.
It,
Yeah.
but it was like gradual. Yeah, it was like gradual.
He's like, what the fuck?
It
Is
wasn't-
Derek
it
about to
wasn't instant, like,
explode?
purple. It was like as the show went on, I became more and more orange, and then it went from orange to red, and by the end of the
He was like a demon at the end, like, I am Lucifer, bow down to me. Your soul is mine. Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
yeah, that was a great
Did
episode.
anybody call an ambulance?
But the last episode, you look at like evil Barney, who is
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more XSplit VCam just spazzing out and making me into a purple blob. So, if you don't have any,
What do you mean? I've been commenting the entire time.
well, I didn't know if you want to introduce any or not.
I mean, you took all of them, and then now people just have to like comment.
I know. Yeah, Tim,
I know.
want to volunteer?
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Like,
Well, before the show, Tiff was like, "I love the 5-hour E3 episodes." That's all she could talk about. So, yes,
no, I'm pretty sure I said those were the worst.
yes.
We'd be up till like 1 a.m. and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go to bed.
Those are the only episodes that we ever did.
Like, so that wraps up A2 of E3.
You're like, I'm so tired. There's yawns, and I'm like, that's the end of day one.
Those were the only episodes where I think Tiff would like leave early too. She'd be like, "All right, like my part's done. I'm out."
Or
Like,
we're gonna
fuck
have to
this.
take a bathroom break in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were marathons, but I was proud of us. So, all right. So, yeah, more long story short, lots of good times over the last 400 episodes, and we'll keep cranking them out. And you know, whenever Code or Jay, you guys want to be on, you can be on every week with us. So don't let that sway you in case you want to add more memories.
I got them all.
All
I
right.
collected them all.
Episode 400 is good, where we have the two I can't catch a predator blurred out guys down in the
Yeah.
corner.
There you go.
Watch the video stream.
There you
It's
go.
even crazier. Yes. All right. So on that, why don't we hop on over in the gaming news? And I'll pick the first story to talk about, and then I'll let someone else pick this. So the story I'm going to pick, which I think is kind of a cool twist, is Steam Link Anywhere Beta drops Steam Link's local Wi-Fi only restriction. So this was kind of playing a game on your PC and streaming it to a device in your home over Wi-Fi and being able to play your games on a separate screen. Now, with this restriction dropped, you could be anywhere else over the internet and stream a game in real time from your home, a game you own, and not paying someone else for a service for it. So I think it's cool. I don't know what the performance issues are going to be going over
real time.
Yeah, going over the internets, but I think it's cool that they've done enough to because originally the reason why they said they couldn't do this was because of A, the internet, and B, because of their technology could not deal with the latency issues. So if they've enabled it now, maybe they've dealt with some of that. So,
Or they just don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they
Tell
just
me
don't
why
care.
I care about this.
You don't.
you don't.
No, nobody does.
We're not sure who does, but those people are rocking it right
They're
now.
out
Yeah.
there.
Alright.
There
They're
is our
super
one
excited
viewer
by
out
this.
there. He's like, oh my
Alright,
gosh, they covered that
I'm really
episode
excited
right
about
there.
this. He's like, yeah, I'm doing the first story. And
Alright.
I'm like, I don't understand.
All right, I'm going to give an example right now. Jan said earlier
Civ
that
5.
Jan said he's building a new gaming PC, and we know that right now he's doing the vidcast on a shitty Surface. Like the thing is incapable of playing solitaire. Forget a real game. But so now Jan could be somewhere else with his shitty Surface and stream a game from his home via Steam Link to his Surface. And he's not really playing it on the Surface. He's only seeing the game and using the controls there.
But does he want to do that? No. That's all that matters. Does he want to? No.
Yes.
I don't even
Jan.
know his answer, but the answer is
tell
no.
I was waiting for it. I was tapping my mic like, that doesn't matter to me. That's stupid.
There you go. I didn't even have to ask. I didn't
Okay.
even need to know. I already know. The
There
answer's
are
no.
people that want to do this.
There's
that don't.
four people. There's
I
four
mean, don't
total
get me
people.
wrong. Like I did this with my Xbox and the Surface. Like I connected to my Xbox and play downstairs while my kids play on the big TV, so I can play with them. But like, I'm not gonna do this with my PC. I don't like.
Yeah,
If
but
I go, I'm not gonna
that's
go
so
and like, I'm in Hawaii on the beach, gonna play some games. Yeah, remote in. Who cares?
Okay, we brought the games case to Hawaii and played Destiny there. So let's not go crazy. Okay,
That's just sad, really. But I mean, you know, I guess maybe you're the guy.
Joel, you and I covered. You and I had a conference call while you're in Hawaii, and that's when we actually picked the name of Tool to Play. So let's not dork it out too much while we're in Hawaii.
What does a conference call have to do? I'm not bringing
Yeah,
a
I was
fucking
gonna say,
Surface Pro to play Destiny or any other game on Hawaii. Period.
All right.
I mean, this just to get it back to the story. There's also been another couple stories that come out this week that Microsoft is introducing, where you can play now your PC games on your Xbox with your controller at the couch. Microsoft's also introduced the fact that they're going to mirror basically what BlueStacks used to do, or still does, that you can mirror your phone games on your PC as well and play them there. So, I mean, this is an evolving form of being able to play games anywhere. And
the first part seemed cool. The putting my phone game and floating up to my PC screen doesn't seem as cool.
Well, it's just the idea of putting it everywhere. Yeah, and that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, and really, I think all of this is to combat what Google is going to be announcing next week. Is it? I think it's next week. Their new gaming division that's coming out. I think it's next week. That's going to be like the true test of if any of this shit matters, because their service is going to be completely 100% reliant on streaming games. And apparently, from what the beta tests are from that, they have figured it out. They've literally been able to stream full 1080p. With no latency.
I was in the beta for Google streaming, and at first it was a pile of heaping dog shit.
Yeah.
By the end of it, it was fucking fluid. It was awesome.
But here, you're forgetting this one thing. Can you name me, outside of Google search and Gmail, one other thing that Google has done right and has lasted more than 4 years?
No, well, done right maybe, but lasted.
Google Plus, Google Hangout.
Google kills products. Google kills products really quickly.
Hangouts failed. Hangouts is closing. Allos failed. Google
Hangouts
Plus
is closing.
Failed.
Was Google Plus? Yeah, Hangouts is closing.
Yeah.
Google Plus Selden's fake Twitter
Google
that he likes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Google Plus was the Facebook alternative, but
Yeah.
it was nice, but it was
failed from day one.
failed.
No. We only signed up for it because we signed up for all social media for Tool to Play, but it was trash.
It was never nice.
No.
Also, to be fair, Hangouts isn't closing. It's being rebranded. It's not going away. So, yeah. I mean, Google does make decent products, but yes, they are known for taking a product that is even going well and still closing it.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So I would say don't invest too much of your time into a Google technology, because just when it starts to get awesome, they're just going to kill it.
Like the Google glasses that they had that were supposed to be like, those things were supposed to be phenomenal. I had a buddy that actually had one at a previous position that I worked at, that we did some filming for up in an attic, because he was installing all these Cat 6 and fiber optic cables, and he was doing a tutorial with it. Like, a great product, but like, he filmed the whole thing on the glasses, but it never went anywhere.
But in that one case, that was not Google's fault. That was the whole world felt like they didn't want people filming them with glasses all the time. Like,
and you look like a fucking nerd.
And you look like a douchebag. Remember we
all
saw
the time? Like, I don't know about that.
What's his name at Pactor's party, and he was wearing those glasses the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
the guy from Microsoft. Yeah. Yes.
You know what else makes you look like a douchebag? If you're streaming your phone from across the room to your PC screen. Name me where that fits. I like BlueStacks. Big fan. I could play Clash Royale from BlueStacks and get a full screen. But
there you go.
But then that died when they upgraded. So that's a piece of trash. So
we don't want to hear any more about Clash Royale or streaming a phone to my PC. Like, no one thinks putting Clash Royale on your PC is cool. It's douchey. Like, at best.
I'm just trying to bring it around to Clash Royale so we could talk about the changes.
That's your private call.
Is there like an affiliate link that's going to come out after this too that I need to click?
Story, please.
Something I'm.
They're going to get their free hammers or guns or whatever that you use in Clash Royale from pitching this shit during the show. Yes.
Gems. It's gems.
Gems. Sorry, guys. I didn't know.
Episode over.
Does anyone else anyone want to jump on a story, or should I?
I think you do it and we just make fun of you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, why don't you pick another stupid story?
No, this one's good. Microsoft is bringing Xbox Live to iOS and Android. So we talked a couple weeks ago, it was coming to the Switch, and everybody loved that. They thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. So I think I'm a fan of this.
But what does that actually mean, though?
Yeah, what does this mean?
Is it just?
Yeah,
doesn't it just mean like leaderboards and all the other shit we don't care about?
Chat with people.
No,
yeah,
it's also playing games with your friends that are not. Your Xbox friends follow you everywhere.
Who
That's
cares?
what I want.
They already do. I've got an app on my phone that on my iOS that I can use, that I can go, oh, who's online? Oh, look,
I don't know.
I can go play. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I
Is
just
this
don't know
let
what it
you
means.
do
I mean, it could be
chats?
cool. I
Does
just
this
don't know
let
what
you
it
be in like a
means.
party with someone? Is that what it's going to let
Yeah,
you do?
you could be in a party with them. You could play games with them on your phone or
What game?
Wait, hold on a second.
I don't know what games there are.
Is it Clash Royale?
Oh,
Selden and Code are already partied up.
Oh, this makes perfect sense then.
Are you really going to be
guys.
able to do Xbox Live parties? Because the Switch doesn't even have its own like party system. So now we're going to be using Xbox's party system on the Switch. Like, is that really a thing?
You were here for that show 2 weeks ago when we talked about this.
No, I didn't know that was like one of the
volcano
features.
was hard that night. I know, but yeah. But yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna be able to party up using Xbox Live on these other
What?
devices.
Oh, see, I didn't know that was a feature.
Yeah.
That just makes Nintendo look stupid. I don't know. Well, okay.
I think it's gonna bring in just more than just that. It's gonna bring in the whole gamer score. It's gonna bring in your ability to share your videos directly.
Game streams, yep.
I'm like, it's
broadcast a mixer.
Is that just like? Is that cool? I don't even know if that's cool.
hold on.
No, it's
I've
not
got,
cool. It's
I've
not
got an
cool.
app for that. Hold on. I
Do you
already
like
got an app for that.
give a shit about that?
as
think I shouldn't?
Facebook's dying. I think this is gonna be something that could replace what people are linking to Facebook to do.
Yep.
Yep. But
And-
the reason Facebook's dying is because nobody cares anymore. Why are they going to care about something that does similar stuff?
Well, because this
And it comes from Microsoft.
but wouldn't it be nice to have one shared friends list across everything you do?
Yeah, AOL Instant Messenger.
Stop it.
Okay.
ICQ. Let's go all the way back there.
Oh my god. This is the problem with doing shows with old guys is that they're stuck on the old
He's
guy.
like, what?
thing.
Yeah, well, use
Like,
MySpace. I got all my friends on MySpace.
Yeah.
Friendster, dude. It's Eva's friend in the fucking name. It's Friendster, okay?
I got a
that's all-
Usenet group for you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
I mean, I guess it could be cool, but right now it's not. How about that?
All right. Sounds good.
So how do I work in a Three's a Crowd reference here to like another spin-off?
It's coming. You'll find a way.
Yeah. Pick a story.
Well,
Pick your
let me.
story.
I'll take the next story. Maybe you can work it
No,
into this.
I want to talk about Gearbox.
Oh,
this is what I'm
gonna
actually
do.
excited
Okay, go ahead.
for.
Go ahead.
So Gearbox has been at the Twitter feeds past couple days and doing some teasers for some things they're going to announce at PAX East. One of which looks like it's going to be Borderlands 3, which I'm actually kind of excited for that.
I am
Oh,
throwing
Royale.
money at it right now.
Yeah, I know.
No
We were
battle
joking about that earlier. Yes, Borderlands 3 Royale. No, but they're talking about they're going to be. They did a teaser that had like a billboard. It was definitely like the cel shading from the Borderlands 3, and it says Exit 3, March 28th, Boston, Massachusetts. So we know that they're going to be doing a panel at PAX East, and are going to definitely be. I seem pretty sure they're going to be revealing Borderlands 3. They were also teasing something possibly from Borderlands 2, maybe some type of remaster or something like that to group in with that. And
so
then
much
some
thumbs up. I don't want to
and some
remaster. I
other
want to create.
unnamed
I'm like, how do you
game.
remaster a cel-shaded game? That doesn't make sense.
No, I
I
think
mean,
this
you
is-
could
From
upgrade it.
8-bit to 16. I mean,
Yes,
come on, we talked
exactly.
about
We
this
just talked
earlier.
about this earlier.
yeah,
I
Code
know.
explained it to you. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
They
They're adding
remade.
at least 5 more bits.
I'm excited.
It's worth it.
They
I would
remastered Wind Waker. That was cel shading.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. Like I remember Tiff and I and Jay played this with Mr. GVMS. We were
It is a fun game, I have to say. I really do. I've
love
always loved
Borderlands.
Borderlands. Yeah. I've
Excited.
been waiting for
Yeah,
3 for a
too.
while. So
Yeah.
You and
This-
everybody
this is-
else probably.
This is
Yeah.
good news. It's a long time coming.
Mhm.
5 years?
yeah, 5 years, more, maybe more. I don't know. It seems like it's been
yeah,
a
I
while.
feel like it was forever since we all
Yeah.
played that.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, it was when I used to play on a console.
On a console, yeah.
Bring back the loot boxes that were called loot boxes.
Yeah.
But you didn't pay for them.
No,
Yeah.
That was the benefit. Yes.
Womp womp.
All right, Jan, you had a story you want to talk to?
Yeah, that was the one. So
Oh, okay.
that one.
I couldn't let you steal Tiff's story then.
I do want to do one story. The Battlefield 5 64-player battle royale that no one cares about.
I would agree.
It's like it's the one BR that like everyone's like no. Like everyone wants BRs, but they're like not that one. I've had too much.
They
It's like-
teased it and they're like, no, you've gone too far.
That's
yeah.
one too many.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
the only thing I would agree with Derek was saying about like BRs being the market is oversaturated, but I feel like this is the start of that. Like where like no people don't give a shit about. At least I don't think anyone gives a shit about Battlefield, but they definitely don't give a shit about Battlefield BR. And like that was to me their last hope.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone cares.
So I got this game. Like I've been playing. I used to play with LB.
Yeah, you and LB. Yeah,
we're like, yeah, man, the BR mode. We can't wait for this to come out. And like, I didn't even know about this trailer. I didn't like. I didn't.
Yeah,
know about
I
this. Like even
I'm this link. And
yeah.
I never click these.
This
links.
is the first time I'm watching the trailer. Like,
No, wait,
like
what?
even
That's
like,
happening?
yeah. Even me, like, yeah, it's so funny. Like, I was looking forward to this, and I like now I'm just like, I wonder if Apex has anything to do with that. But
I think
so.
The only way that a Battlefield 5 Battle Royale would work is if it was like 356 players, just to go up and up beyond.
Because
anything
Battlefield
anybody's
always
doing.
had way more players
Yeah.
than everybody else.
That's
They
what I'm
always
saying.
had
Battlefield was
64.
always a huge environment with lots of players. The only way to up what Battle Royale game genre is doing right now is to blow it completely out of the water by going 350 players or so.
Yeah,
I
Battlefield.
guess it could work.
Back in the day when it was
Pixelated.
when it was me, Duty, and Derek, well, it was the PUBG days. We always used to talk about like if anyone could do a battle royale game like from a AAA title studio, it would be the Battlefield guys. We were always saying that it would be the best.
They had the biggest opportunity by far. And I never even thought Call of Duty would be able to do it just because of how that game plays.
Right.
And they're already doing it. I haven't played this game, and they're already doing it better. And I don't like the Call of Duty BR. So, like, you know, it's who knows, man. We put it in the right hands. Respawn Entertainment, one of the best FPS creators in the world. I think Apex is right now. That's the pinnacle of BR right now.
Yeah.
It's just sad. They had the advantage. Like I still remember, Jay, at one of the E3s, the first time we went into one of those 64 player things, and you and I, we walked through and we're like, are we, you know, oh, they're swapping out like 8 at a time or whatever. And it was like, no, we're swapping out all 64 PCs right now. And you're like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. So they had nailed it when other people were having trouble with 4v4. They were having no problems with 64. So they should have been ahead on this game.
They should have been at 256. I don't know why they weren't. It's weird.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
They've been stuck at 64 since.
Here's the other crazy part. Like, why are they just now releasing the battle? They should have released it with the game. Like, why are you like, oh, let's wait 8 months later and let's release it? Like,
well, because it wasn't ready. I mean, they wanted to release it because obviously it hurt them. Like, there's no question that this pause totally fucked them over.
Having Call of Duty do theirs first,
ruin their branding, and then Apex comes along and just shits all over you. Like, there's no doubt that they wanted it out. The problem is it's just too late. It's like I just don't think anybody cares.
No,
like you're not going to go out and buy the game now and then also get the PR. It's just no one's going to do that. It's
the graphic right there is what it is. Is they're waiting for Farmville to get huge.
Oh my god, no! These phone guys. Jay, you don't know what it's like to do a show.
Yeah, this isn't a real show anymore. I'm so glad I left. Get me out of this crap.
Wow. Selton's our most recent guy. Like we could just drop him off just as easily as we picked him up. So yeah.
You know what else does 64?
The Nintendo 64.
No, Clash Royale. You can play tournaments
Clash
there.
Royale.
Okay.
What's that have to do with Three's Company? I don't understand.
Yeah. This is look how low we've sank here. Yes.
But I had an analogy, but you ruined my timing, so I now have to hold back.
Yeah, good. You save it for the after show. I just like everyone knows. I still am a FPS purist. I've played tons of these BR games, and I don't. It doesn't jive with me. I don't like the not knowing what weapons you're gonna have. I don't like having to find weapons. Can
I translate this? He's probably not very good at that.
Yeah, he's not good at
it. And he doesn't want to learn and adapt to be good at it. It's easier to just not play it and refuse it exists.
That's 100% accurate.
I like having. I don't want there to be 7 shotguns. I want there to be the shoddy.
You want it to be the way that you get a shotgun and win.
I want there to be.
But there is the shoddy. There's a meta, like in any game. There's only one good shoddy. There's 7 of them. You got to get the good one.
But that's not what I want. I want to know the spawn timers on it. I want to know it's going to spawn right here at this time. And
you want to be spoon-fed stuff. I got it.
Yeah. He's an old school gamer. He doesn't have the twitch moves like some of these
Pokemon Go.
I want pure 4v4 Team Slayer. That's all I want.
They're like, hey, we got a new
Blood
elite coming out
Gulch.
this week, guys.
Yep.
Go and play.
All right. Does anyone want, since you Battle Royale dick suckers want to suck Battle Royale's dick, does anyone want to take Fortnite? This Fortnite story?
You can pass on that one. That's
Fortnite's
garbage.
dead.
Story.
I don't really care. about it.
Fortnite's
Fortnite's
I
dead.
actually don't know why this is even a story. I saw this like somewhere in my Twitter feed, and I was like, "Who fucking cares? Is that
Right.
do people care about it? Does
I
it
don't know.
matter?
You
that
haven't said what the story is yet. so
Xbox and
everybody's
Xbox and PS4 players are now going to be playing together, like by default, as opposed to like you had to make the choose to do.
Wait,
both.
is that a problem because the difference in like advantage somebody might have?
I don't think so. I mean, if it was like we were forcing PC players to play with you, yeah, I'd be like, okay, maybe that's a story. But this is like, all right, you're two of the plebs are playing together. Enjoy. I don't know.
I didn't click the story, but is it just like matchmaking is gonna pair up like all the two types, or
it's not going to match them with each other. It's only going to match them against each other. So,
like, will they do
despite
like 50-50?
having crossplay, it's going to like if you came in with a bunch of PS4 guys and a bunch of Xbox guys, it's going to put them on opposite sides on purpose.
Yeah, like will it do 50-50 like Xbox versus PlayStation game, like because they have those like timed events, right? 50-50 stuff like that.
Well, no, it's for everything. The whole game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
All it is the pool is now all console. That's it.
You want to
it.
know why this is a
It's
news
just the whole
story?
pool.
I'll tell you exactly why this is a news story.
Boy, here we go.
Because Apex is killing their ass, and they need to get in the headlines. So the only other option is they can have their CEO get nude and like do something stupid, or they could
off of a
right.
That's an idea.
Or they could try to make a feature and make a news story out of it without having to put a lot of work in.
Code's always got the nudity coming in as an option. Like
it's
always an equal option.
It's on the
like,
table. It's always on the table.
We can either do this thing that has to do with our
I could get naked, or we could do this
business.
other thing that's way more realistic. I just need to know which one. Which one. And he's already like taking his shirt off. He's like, "You just tell me."
This is not the first time Code's made the suggestion either. This has
Weird.
come up hundreds of times over 10 years. He's brought up the option of we can get nude. Or we could make a game. Okay, which should we do? We're a game studio. We can get nude.
We can make millions of dollars, or we could get naked right now. What do you want? I mean, seriously.
He really wants both. He
Millions
wants
of
both.
dollars naked. You know,
One of them might not make any money.
They're both happening,
Right.
but he knows that can't happen, so he plays it as like it could be one or the other. You guys
It's an option.
pick which one you like, and if you like both, definitely let me know. But
Dude, you can launch a game. It might not sell, but if you get nude, you're nude.
I mean, it'll be on the news.
yeah.
I mean, so me and my buddy Rob, we launched a Steam game. We made $200,
Nice
but
job.
if we would have got nude, could have made more.
Oh,
Yeah, $250 for sure.
yeah.
At least.
Male performers get paid less, but you
Yeah,
definitely
210,
could've-
210.
Yeah, but I have perfect nipples, so it's cool.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we shared that.
I didn't know we were going to go too far, and then we just did.
Yeah.
Fucking
Welcome to the
awesome.
Wings show.
Well,
Why did you not know?
later when you watch the Selden and Code Clash Royale stream, you can see Code's perfect nipples.
Yeah, you'll see nipples the whole time. In fact, it won't be a camera on his head. It'll just be a camera directly on the
he
nips.
lowers the camera during
And he just
that show.
moves them.
It's
Well, then if you're on
and
a
he's
mobile
showing
app.
Clash Royale on his phone right between his man nips, so that
I like
that's how he frames the shot.
I like it.
Well, it's a mobile, so it's got to be lower.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Wow.
All right. So what's our next news story?
Oh, that actually wraps up all of our news stories. For
Oh,
this
good. Look at that.
All right,
Except
so
for the egg next one.
if any of you want to share news stories for next week, give us a call 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltheplay.com. You can also suggest them on Mixer. You can suggest them on Twitter. You can also go on the Tool to Play homepage and suggest them there. But we will, if you want us to talk about something, you put it there and we will talk about it.
There's a new Apex Hero legend.
Oh no, there isn't one more story. Yeah. All right. Hit.
No. I was just talking shit.
You can't just say it and then be like, no.
Yeah, you can't be like, I was just teasing a new news story. So take it, Hit.
Oh, okay. Apex Legends Battle Pass character Octane leaks before Season 1 drops. When is Season 1 dropping, by the way?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
No, they didn't even announce there were going to be seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, they're teasing it and teasing it and teasing it. They've been teasing stuff like the other day. They were teasing like we're gonna do this big live stream, and everybody's like, oh, they're gonna talk about the guys in the season 3 and new weapons, and they just played the game.
Yeah, they're actually making people mad, which I never thought like would happen. Like if you go to their subreddit, people are just like they're not
because they're ready for something new. They're
literally willing to throw their money right at the screen, and that's I think that's why they're doing this is because everyone's just like, I'll give you everything, let me see, and they're like, we're just gonna keep milking this until we can make sure people are ready to get their credit cards out. And that's really what's gonna happen. So.
Speaking of them throwing money away, did you guys hear about Ninja getting paid $1 million to play this game on launch day?
Apex. Yeah,
that just came out like yesterday or something. Like that's
really
crazy.
I actually thought that was a non-news story too. That doesn't seem like a lot of money, and the only reason is they didn't spend any money on marketing. So they put all of their money into the social awareness, which is cheap. So what? They spent like 10 million, 5 million ish on a bunch of really hardcore streamers.
Normally you spend $100 million on marketing.
Yeah,
so now you're
like Call of Duty probably
spent
spent 150. I think it's like that. I saw that story. I'm like, why is it a big deal? The guy has millions of followers.
He plays a video game and he makes $1 million to play a video game just once. I'm in. Where do I sign for that?
I'm like, I gotta get rid of all you guys.
Right, but the problem is that you're you. That's like the thing.
They're not
people are surprised.
Guys, I'm
that
playing
it's
Apex Legends, but did you see the reruns of Three's Company?
Yeah, they're not looking for like Clash Royale fucking tidbits in the middle of their Apex stream. No one gives a shit about you.
I don't know. Those Clash Royale pro players make a lot of money too.
They sure as hell do.
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
It is a thing.
That's not a whole league.
They have a whole new league starting up again next month.
Oh my god! These guys are talking about this like it's a series.
Oh my god! Rein them in! Rein them in!
And that's the end of the show.
We ended it earlier, but
we could stream there playing the league. We could just stream it right
that's okay.
Selton and Code Monkey are sponsored by Crack.
Or was it Meth Breakfast?
Yeah, Meth Breakfast. There you go.
Yeah, Meth Breakfast is their buddy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's. I don't find anything crazy about that, Jay. I think that's. I think that's totally good.
Yeah.
All right. Sponsors. Remember, if we had a sponsor, you supporting them, it would help the show. But we don't have any right now, and we're looking for some. So, if you want to sell something,
said 400 episodes ago.
No, we've had sponsors and they've gone, and we've had some and they've gone. We're just never happy with the monetary contribution of our sponsors, to be honest.
Because they don't.
Zero.
I'm pretty sure we haven't had a sponsor for like 2 years now.
A lot of them tie it to the sales from our audience, and I don't want to say anything about our audience, but they don't usually buy our sponsor stuff. So
yeah,
you know, one sponsor that would be really good for us is Common Man Cocktails.
Yeah, see.
Yes, yeah, that would be a good sponsor for the show. Yeah,
a YouTube channel. I don't know if they typically sponsor stuff because they are making money off of ads.
Yeah, so this
kind of doesn't work that way. Well, maybe
this will be a good beta test of this method. So Code will pay us to pitch his shit.
Yep.
And then we'll see if it increases his views.
And every time somebody buys something from me, I'll give you a kickback of $1.
There you go.
That's the kind of sponsorship we hate.
I know. That's why I said it.
What kind of code could we use on your website?
Why doesn't our audience buy anything? Like, I buy stuff every day. My Amazon app is always open. There's a new package coming. Tiff does too. Like, we're like, is that your Amazon package? I don't know. Like, did you order anything? I don't remember. Like,
just open it. We'll find out.
We have stuff coming every single day.
It's like a surprise.
Yeah, like Christmas every day in the Nolan house. So, like,
it's the Nolan crate service.
There's literally, like, we know our UPS driver, the post, like, we know everybody because they come every day, sometimes more than once. And then those creepy Amazon guys that just show up in their white van on the weekend, and they're like,
at night when it's dark,
take a picture of your door, and they're like, "Oh, there's your package." Yeah. And why did you fucking ring the doorbell, asshole? Why did I have to see it on my app? You were just here 5 seconds ago. And then, like, I go open the door and I see him driving away. But that's neither here nor there. What we're saying is to sponsor us, and Code will sponsor us shortly. Code and I will hash out an agreement. Oh my God, are we literally watching Clash Royale on our stream? Is that what it's done? This is fucked up. Hit has gone the lowest he's ever gone. There is a There's literally the
Wait, how many
See-
viewers does this guy have?
I'm starting to like him more than you.
168.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel better at least. Thank God.
This is
What are you
insane.
talking about? He's got more than we have right now. Half
Yeah,
of
that's
our
fine.
audience watches
We're doing a
us.
talk show. Like
That's fine.
talk shows are not.
As long as he's under like 300, it makes me
All
happy.
right. All right.
There's plenty of people with 4 or 5 million. Yeah, I can send you some links.
No one
Joe.
has 4 or 5 million concurrent views. That's
No, subscribers, dude.
Oh, okay. All right.
Those are all
Alright.
bots.
Oh, now we're showing
All right.
ads.
So yeah, remember to sponsor us. 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooledplay.com.
Just like Reese's.
Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool Play related at twitter.com/tooledplay. Everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, got everything told at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/i6hitman.
Twitter.com/electrify.
Twitter.com/James A. Yont.
I'm twitter.com/Selden007.
I don't tweet.
Nealon.
He's taking the
Jay's
knee.
Nealon.
Who's up? Do I have
Oh,
to
you.
say something?
You.
Oh, I fuck Twitter. That's stupid. I'm at youtube.com/
No, we'll get to that.
everydaydrinkers.
Oh my god. Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/tooledplay. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan.
Pass.
Nobody else cares.
Facebook is dead.
I love it.
Facebook.
Code, if you have a
Excellent.
Facebook you want to pitch, you go ahead.
Sure,
These guys are-
facebook.com/cocktail TV.
All right. YouTube. That's where Tool to Play puts all of our archive video content. So go to youtube.com/Tool to Play and subscribe, and you will get episodes of this show, Hits Quick Hits. You'll get fucking tips, immature interviews. You'll get everything that we've ever done, and everything that we're going to do is all going to be archived there. So definitely go and subscribe on YouTube. Anyone else have a YouTube channel they want to pitch?
youtube.com/everydaydrinkers. I think
Selden007.
that's
All right.
i6hitman.
Oh my god, no one's gonna watch your YouTube channels from this awesome advertisement. Okay. All right, please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews, and if you have an extra 5 seconds after you click that 5-star, just write something a little nice like, "Hey, I love the show. Their episode 400 was the biggest train wreck since train wrecks were invented."
Since 399. Yeah.
Yeah. Train wrecks since Clash Royale. Who knows?
Wow.
So yeah, go there, write something nice, and help us out. We have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/Tool to Play. That is where Tool to Play broadcasts live all of our video content, and we are getting better and better about having something on there all the time now. So there is literally streaming there every single night. And if you go there, mixer.com/Tool to Play, it's either going to be this show, it's going to be one of our many hosts streaming their content, or a multi-stream. So you never know what you're going to get. So go to mixer.com/Tool to Play and subscribe. Anyone else want to pitch their Mixer channel while we're here?
Mixer.com/i6hitman.
Mixer.com/James A. or Yondog7. Sorry.
/Selden007.
People use Mixer?
Yeah,
but-
Jake, that's the
New
new
thing.
They use Mixer so they can watch the Clash Royale live stream in German on our screen.
That makes sense now. Now it makes sense. I didn't understand before. Now I do.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, that's fucked up. All right.
Kleine Karte aufgewacht.
All right, so before we wrap this amazing episode 400 up, I want to remind you all you can do this each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/Tool to Play. And on that, let's wrap episode 400 up. And thank you, Joel Judah Rock Albert and Derek Code Monkey Shomer, for coming back. It was been fabulous having you, and you guys are welcome anytime. And we will wrap this episode up. I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I'm Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm Tiffany Electrify Nolan.
I'm James Yondog Yont.
I'm Chris Selden007 Selden.
Joel Rock Albert.
I guess I'm Code Monkey.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
He has never said it right in the history of the
That's
show.
true. That's true.
Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-ba-dum, ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum. It's Frankenstein by the Edgar Winter Group.
Yeah, I know who
Yeah,
it
you
is.
play guitar. You know.
No, I know who it is. I'm sad for everyone that's ever known that song right now.
Yeah. No. That was the sickest vocal version of it ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
Sure,
was sick.
Let's go with that.
We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh,
It made
Super
people
sick.
Whatever.
I was threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I was throwing up. Yeah, right here. Caught me right here.
Seriously.
You could probably see this, but it's all blurry. So.
yeah. No, we actually see you on our other screens, not blurry. So.
Oh, in the big square.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have that screen that shows whoever's talking, when you talk, I see you full res. So.
Oh yeah, that's way down here.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just moves around my screen randomly.
Okay, that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be in one spot the whole time.
Yeah. Well, it's just keep me on my toes.
Max. Oh, that was a
Seriously.
good episode for
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, thanks for joining
time.
us.
Good time.
Jay, if you miss being here all the time, you can come back every week.
Yes.
Save yourself,
Wait,
dude.
you have-
Save
Oh,
yourself.
Yeah, he
He's like,
really looks like he misses this.
You-
Save
Oh,
yourself.
it's nice to see your face, man. Like you skipped E3 last year. We're skipping E3 this year.
Oh, are you guys skipping this year?
I got the new job, so I.
Oh, yeah.
You're
I-
doing the
I-
you're doing
I
the
can't-
Boston one though, right?
Oh, we're gonna be at PAX East, yeah. So
When you going to PAX East?
it's 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. What the end of the month?
Every
That's-
day?
Yeah, I'll be there all 4
Oh.
days. Yeah.
There
Oh.
Saturday.
I'll be
I
there
won't be
Saturday.
there.
You're not going?
I'll be there.
Oh, you are.
I'll be there Friday afternoon. I have a work trip, so I'll be coming in late.
Gotcha.
Just flying in from Barcelona and
Look
then
at
going
you.
directly to PAX East.
Barcelona.
Did you get the pass for all 4 days though?
Yeah, we have the press pass.
Oh, the press pass goes all days.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I'll just drive up and I'll take your pass. I can take
Yeah.
pass.
You look like a Tiffany.
I'll
That's
throw a wig on. It'll be
I
great.
don't know.
It
You don't
actually
even need,
doesn't
dude, you
have
don't
the
even
name
need
on
a
it.
wig nowadays. You just go and you say,
Yeah.
don't assume my gender, and then you're
Exactly.
it does not matter.
That's what my mom named me. Okay.
The PAX
I was Tiff, and now I'm Tim. Fuck you. I'm in.
That's right.
We've alienated the entire audience.
I go by it.
Yeah.
Right.
Tax passes are not E3 passes. They don't have your name on them. It's just a badge.
Oh, there you go.
And mine aren't even press passes. I paid for these.
Oh, well, all that Clash
Sell
Royale
me
money.
use mine on Thursday if you want.
Oh, the thing about driving up.
Yeah, if you
There
want.
you go.
Yeah.
I'm actually sad missing Thursday because Thursday last year was probably the best day. At
Thursday
PAX
is the
ever.
best day now because people like if they're going to take a Friday off at work, they're definitely not taking the Thursday off. Like last year, Thursday was empty. You could go walk up to any.
That makes
You didn't
sense.
have an
I've
appointment at, and
seen
as long as you had a
at
press
PAX
pass,
in a
you could
single
just
day.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
That makes
crazy.
sense.
That might be actually an option. I could come up Thursday and I could go hiking Friday and Saturday and then just drive home Sunday.
Stop it.
Yeah.
There's lots of good trails up there.
Don't
I
put
like.
hiking at the end of it. Come on.
Come
that
on.
makes you seem
I
like a
can make
loser that plays Clash Royale. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can play that while hiking.
oh,
So
That's true.
If you're coming up, let me know because I'm picking up Tiff's badge Thursday morning. So
If you buy them, they send it to you in the mail.
no, you can't get your press badges in the mail
I know, but if you buy them,
because you
You
have to
get 'em in
go
the
and
mail.
show credentials. Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'm
And
gonna
since
take
you're
a shot.
on here, Selden, like you technically are press.
That's true. I don't know how you want to spread that around, but
Yes.
Spread
I
it
know.
around, it's fine.
So Code, you're only there Saturday.
yeah, I only bought
I
Saturday.
see
'cause
you have
me and
two
my son wanted to
badges
go.
though. Oh, because
Yeah.
you know Liam.
Yeah, we went last year and Liam liked it, so I figured to go back. Maybe go earlier this time because like
Because
There's a lot of
Saturday's
people
the
there.
worst day to go.
Saturday is a
Saturday is
absolute worst day to
literally.
go.
yeah.
It is like
It's-
what day?
I
what
try
day
to avoid
did I get punched in the
Saturday at
face?
all
Like,
costs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather punch in the face than go on a Saturday.
I kind of would rather be punched in the face and not go at all, but
What you should have done is got Thursday things and just pulled them out of school.
I was
rate
trying to
that
be a
much
good dad.
face. I mean, that's
No,
easy.
that is the good dad.
Yeah, that's the pro
Hey,
dad.
do you not want to wait 3 hours in every line and see 3 games today and see 100 games? Let's go Thursday and skip school. Yes, that was the good dad move.
Yeah, I thought of it because I saw the email come in. And I'm like, no, I'll just do. I don't know what we did last year. It was whatever they had. Sunday. I think we did Sunday.
Sunday's
Not too
the
bad.
second best.
As
The
you say,
problem
Sunday's
is-
got to be the second best. Yeah,
The problem is a lot of exhibitors start shutting down their shit
Right.
early on
which
Sunday.
makes sense.
They
Yeah.
disappear like at noontime. So, but yeah, Thursday. Once they added Thursday, I'm surprised they didn't again this year because the audience
one
is
was
not
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is definitely the day if you want to see stuff to go. It is insane.
I'll do it next year.
Any rumors on parties or anything?
We're going to our usual so far, our Acer Predator party, which is one of the big ones in PC Gamer.
Is that the new Gamers Gone Wild?
It's
Isn't the party scene has been really bad.
yeah. It's
Aw.
besides you have the Twitch party and you have that Acer party, and when you're VIP for that, like their open bar is really open bar. Like you can get top shelf drinks and everything else free of charge, which is nice.
So what
Like,
you're
even-
saying is the first two parties at PAX are the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. There's
Okay.
never been
Yeah.
anything to replace
No.
the Gamers Gone
No.
Wild parties.
No. Even the Twitch party, when you go there and even when you're VIP, you go up and you're like, Kettle One rocks twist, and they're like,
While you drinking vodka, you pussy.
No, it's well, sorry. And you're like, oh, really? Okay, I'll have your Twitch money well drink and get a headache later. And yeah. But yeah, no. So the Acer Predator stuff with PC Gamer is the big one nowadays. And that's Friday night. So when Tiff she better sleep on the plane so she's energized.
I will try.
Yeah.
She's gonna be jet lagged like crazy.
Oh,
That-
for sure.
That one time you guys came to New York City, that Gamers Gone Wild party ended up. We got kicked out of the bar because they weren't expecting us or something like that, or we ended up at a secondary bar or something like that. I remember.
Yeah, it was that whatever they had set up, the guy that got the original thing, they weren't expecting the number of people, and then we ended up at that secondary bar. And actually Jay Taxi showed up at the second party with his girl
Oh, really?
at the time, and yeah, it was good. But yeah, that's when we shut down New York City, and that was the same night that, or it was that same Comic-Con weekend where Tiff and I went to with a bunch of her rock band friends to some Chinese food restaurant, and they were coming around to get drink orders, and they're like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I'll take a Kettle One on the rocks with a twist," and they're like,
$75.
No, they're like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Well,
What?
it's just Kettle One on ice with like a twist of lime or lemon." They're like, "Okay." And they came out with everybody's drinks, and they brought mine, and it was in a full size, like 12, 14 ounce, 16 ounce glass.
Oh, no, it was
tumbler.
like a 20 ounce.
Yeah, and it was, and I was like, they fucking mixed it with something. Fuck these guys. And I took a sip of it, and I was
He
like,
was so mad.
I was like, holy shit, no, it is. They literally filled a glass with vodka, and
Wow.
then when we got the bill at the end, it was $8. Like, and for each one, I
What?
had two of them while we were there. Like, they didn't know how to do an on the rocks drink, and it was.
What do you mean they didn't know how to do an on the rocks drink?
No,
What
it
does that
wasn't-
even mean?
It's so hard. Like
Yeah.
to make ice, like you have to
They-
blow on it really
they just-
hard.
They
But
just
it's not
never-
something normally. It's not something people would normally order from a
What?
Chinese
Yeah.
food restaurant.
Why?
Yeah.
It's just a drink.
I know, but it was out of their wheelhouse, and I had two of
No,
them.
no,
and it
it's
was
not out of their wheelhouse. It is literally liquor and ice. There is no wheelhouse.
There's no wheelhouse.
It's just where's the ice? Oh, I have it. Put it in the thing and then put the stuff on it. We're done.
I'm going
It
with
was-
language barrier.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was-
had to be an
that's
anchor.
so I had two of those at $8 each. So for
Jesus.
$16, I had the equivalent of like 6 or 8 drinks.
A
which
bottle
was
of vodka.
insane.
A bottle is 24 ounces, so like
Yeah.
you pretty much are just shy,
Yeah.
It was crazy.
and it's not even a drink. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
have a
it
cocktail
was
channel,
it was a fun night.
and that's not even, like that's not even something I put on the show because it's a non-thing. Like it's,
It's
not even
not a drink.
element.
Right. It's not a drink. It's
Do you
just
have ice?
drinking liquor. I have the ice. We did it. Right.
He still claims
Show's
to
over.
be on the show at some point to pick vodkas based on
Oh, yeah.
flavor and
Oh,
align them in price order based on
Yeah,
their
forget about
taste.
that.
I would actually like to see that.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah,
I
do
would
it.
love to
Especially
laugh at that.
At Code's birthday party, we did a mini non-episode of it because it wasn't being recorded, but he gave me 4 and I put them all in the right order. Remember that, Code?
No,
Oh, it was your birthday and I brought you the bottle of
I know. I
Russian
remember you were
Standard
there.
Platinum.
I just don't remember that.
Okay, that happened at that party.
I know you were drinking vodka, but I don't
Okay.
remember you lining them up and putting them in. the
No,
right-
you also had little plastic bullshit shot glasses instead
yeah,
of real
that
shot.
I do.
Okay, yeah. So it's okay. So we all remember this, but you only remember part of it. But yeah.
Yeah, because it must not have been very memorable. Because
Sick burn.
Because I got them all right.
no, that would have been more impressive to me. I think.
Yeah.
You would have recorded that one in your mind.
Give me 8 or 10, and I'll put them in order. Yeah.
I would like to see this.
I don't know if I have 8 or 10 vodkas because I don't.
I should actually believe it more with whiskey because of the distinct flavors you can get out of it. But I
agree with you. That's why I call bullshit on that.
That's why I call bullshit too. Yeah.
It's like if I say, okay, line these up: Dasani, Poland Springs. You just give me some water bottles and tell me which one goes where. And
Right. Yeah, I agree. But I'm gonna start on this one 100%.
You're saying the vodkas don't have like
I'm saying they have
Absolute
the least
has
amount.
a horrible aftertaste. Absolute tastes like you're drinking
Weed.
quinine.
Okay. I wouldn't have went with quinine, but I'll take it.
You'll accept that?
It's just
I barely accept that, but okay, that's fair.
Drinking vodka on the rocks. It's just like gin and tonic.
Yeah, it's a gin. Yeah, exactly. Like I would be surprised if someone did the same thing with gin. I wouldn't. That would shock me. I don't know that I would believe it, but I would like to see it.
Yeah.
I would like to see it.
That's a code. That's a demand for a video. So invite me fucking back up.
Just gotta remember to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Or forget. It's fine.
I invited you on
That's
this
gonna be right
show.
after the sponsorship
Quid pro
signing.
quo.
This is true. You did invite me here, and I actually accepted it.
Yeah, that was your
What a
mistake.
mistake.
You made a mistake.
I know that was your first mistake tonight.
Yeah.
Add it to the list. The first being, yeah, I'll co-host still got, or at that time it was the Twilt's Type Radio with you.
All right, yeah.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, it was Twilt's Type Radio, then it was Gaming Under the Influence, and then it was Still Got Game.
Why you have to change the name every time? Still don't know.
And change feeds, and who knows?
Yeah.
The changing feeds was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
It was the dumbest thing.
No, but it's up there.
For this show, it is pretty. It's pretty.
It seemed like a good idea at the time, but it was really one of my worst ideas I've ever had in my life.
So
Yeah.
let me play this out for you. We have an audience. What we're gonna do is get rid of them and start over. What part of that was like, hey, that's brilliant?
They'll
Okay.
follow.
Okay, none of you guys were like, "Hey, that's dumb."
Well, I just didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't.
So like, there's a difference. There's a big difference. I'm like, you want to do that? That's sure. Have fun. I don't
Sounds
know why
good.
you're doing that. But
I just
Well-
thought then we could have 3 hit shows on iTunes. Well, at the first point 2, and then 3. Then we'd have a 3rd hit show. But no, it doesn't work out that way
Okay.
because even though people subscribe, they're not motivated enough to go and then
do it again? Yeah, no
do it
fucking way.
Yeah, like
No.
what's up with that?
I
would-
like your I like your show so much. If you just stop doing it, I'm not gonna care.
Right. That's true.
How many?
Same
How
reason why we have
many?
sponsors pouring
How
out the
many
hot
viewers
sale.
did we lose out of that?
We had a lot of followers at the time.
Like, did we ever get them back? Are we still under,
no,
over?
no.
You'll never get them back.
Our
no.
our highest listener thing was 20,000,
Yeah. They're down there.
and we've never come back.
Did we ever recover from that?
No.
All right, I'll start trying. I'll start putting out social media to get over here.
Well, now we know that Selden can create fake accounts on his phone. So Selden, to get from our 6 to 10,000 listeners, we only need to create 10,000 user accounts on your phone and then subscribe from each one.
Well, you're so good at creating fake accounts with the user comments coming back.
That's true.
Oh, shots
Oh,
fired.
yeah.
So true.
Oh,
Yeah,
So,
the
Jay,
Mets
100%
breakfast one
true.
was a really good one this time. I
Yeah,
like
that was
that
pretty
one.
good. I like
So
that
Jay,
one.
what you missed last week was that someone had questioned whether it was hit.
No, it was hit. Hit questioned it.
Oh, if Altius is real?
Even though Altius has been with us since the dark ages of the show, it's like, Derek, there was a while where I thought you were just making up Altius's questions. Like,
And why wouldn't you think that? You make up all the other ones. I mean, why wouldn't you think that? I mean, it's perfectly acceptable.
Here's more evidence. Here's more evidence. If that was last week when I said that, how come Altius didn't come back and say, "Hey, I'm real" in this week's question? See? Aha!
Wait, what?
Busted. Last week I called.
There's no connection there.
If he was real, he'd be like, "Hey, Hit, I am real."
Does
Like
he
he
have
would.
to say he's real though?
He would have said
If he
something,
is real,
right?
I'm saying, does he have to say he's
No,
real?
Altius always just has a question. He doesn't ever like pontificate. He doesn't get personal. He's not like, "I love you guys." Like Altius has never actually even said he likes the show. He might hate the show. Like,
So now I'm starting to question.
I'm starting to
this.
question
Are you
it now.
Altius?
Yeah.
I think it's him.
Like we're gonna find out that Altius is like some anagram, like
Dude,
2 or
he's
3
been
years from now
commenting
for
since-
some other thing. It's like,
He
So-
was commenting back in 2005.
Saltia.
yeah, now I
What's
gotta
the
go through
only
all the
co-
letters.
What's the only common thing? He never commented when you did this show, right, Joel? So
I don't think he
the
did.
only thing I could think of is the time he starts commenting was the time this other guy started hosting.
Okay. Actually,
Weird.
when Jay had the show, there were no comments. He didn't take comments.
Right, because he knew
Did
that.
I?
No, you
No,
know.
you did. He did. I left
No, I
comments
think I
for him.
did. Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
I
They
left
were Collins.
It
They
was
were
only on the
Collins.
website. It
No,
wasn't.
no, he's right. We started the Collins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we used to leave him.
But those are
like-
different
yeah.
than actually comments.
Yeah, because a call-in you can't fake.
Well, because it's a real person.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you can't fake that.
All right,
It
now
could
I
be
gotta
his
go-
neighbors.
I gotta go
Right
search-
now, and,
I gotta go search when the first Altius comment was. Let's see.
Well,
Two
just
years
find the day.
ago.
Just find the
You're
day
still
that you
going
started.
with
Find that
Altius
day.
is not real.
Oh my God! Fuck you.
All right, so the real
Search.
question. Let's ask the real question. Tiffany, do you guys sit around at dinner and come up with names and comments?
No, he does this all on his own. Like I don't even know about it.
Wow, keeps it from his own wife.
He does.
No,
Yeah.
you gotta understand Derek's mentality. He's not keeping it from anybody. He just thinks he's that important that
Ah,
it's all
okay.
just happening.
You know what?
It's just,
No,
it's like
Altius-
playing out.
He
and-
announces himself as the king of the internet.
Okay,
I mean,
right.
come on now.
Guys, all right, so here's a tidbit for you.
Okay.
Despite Code and I bring the show back in episode 37, Altius's first question was in episode 172.
Is that when you felt like things were dipping? Is that when
Yeah,
you were really
so
like,
we're trying to increase the viewership.
you're like, we
for
gotta
the-
spice it up?
the
This-
listeners.
Oh my God,
This is pretty tiff even. No wonder he's hiding it.
You
No, I
guys
know,
are
I know.
insane.
This is like no, this reminds me very similar to his what's that audio book company that was our sponsor that never paid a single dime.
Oh, Audible.
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 Yeah.
Every week it's like Audible, like why are we doing this? Why are you talking about Audible? Nobody cares. And every week
Because
it's
all
our
we
sponsor.
needed was one of our fucking people to subscribe, and none of them did. None.
170
My
episodes
favorite
later.
was Net Nanny.
That one.
That one was the worst.
Which one?
Net Nanny.
Oh yes. That's where he just goes and gets another affiliate link and he's like, this one will work because NetNanny is important to gamers.
One of the few that ever really paid us was that
Fire.
the guy that had the what did you say? Something?
Wasn't it Fire or something? Or
No, he was the guy that had the app that let you like subscribe to games and let you know when they were coming out.
Oh, honestly, it was like Games.Minder or something like that.
Oh, we had that.
Minder.
We had that guy.
Minder. Yes, we had Game.Minder was the guy, and he was that was the only time I ever actually paid Code. Like we
I
had
don't even remember.
actual
What did we
money
get?
from him.
$25?
No, I think you got either $100 or $200.
nice.
Yeah.
I
There
don't-
you go.
I'll
That
take
makes up for the 300 plus episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like let's break that down. That's
What's
like
what's your hourly wage is .30 no
yeah.
0.1 cent. per-
Wait a second. So you guys don't get paid for every episode?
Sick burn.
Oh,
Is that what he tells you?
Yeah.
I don't think shame is a currency, but all right.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm just really hungry right now.
Well, we didn't get paid, but we sure did pay.
Yeah, we paid.
Yeah.
We paid in blood, sweat, and tears.
It was every time. It's like we were really dedicating 3 minutes to a sponsor that's never gonna do anything. They don't even know we exist. It's like, yeah, you might get one someday. I'm like, well, then why don't you just ask for a sponsor?
Because at that time, they weren't doing paid sponsorships. They were like pitching you on like, yeah, we'll give you a unique code, and if people go through it, we'll pay you. And then I was like, well, that sounds better than not getting paid at all.
I still
Which
think
is what
you
we
don't,
got.
I still think you don't do any of it. I still think even asking for sponsors is fucking stupid. I hate all of it.
I would. Why don't you just have
you just do the content? You put the content out. They like the content.
Or you tell your commenters, hey, if you wanna, you could like send us money in your PayPal. You probably get more money that way. Have a
You
Patreon.
probably would get. Yeah, you probably Patreon would probably be actually your best bet.
Donate.
I get like $200 a month on
We
Patreon.
could do a GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe. Yeah, so even going back to the first Altius episode, where his first question was, what do you think was the most influential video game on the industry in the past 15 to 20 years? But in that same episode, we had this sponsor. And this episode is brought to you by Netflix. With Netflix, you can rent over 100,000 titles online, including lots of Blu-ray titles. With free shipping both ways.
Never.
Local shipping centers across the country. You get most of your shipments in just one business day. Plans start just $4.99 as a you get a no-risk 1 month free trial. Check it out.
Every time.
Netflix.
So dumb.
You know why he did that? Because Dig Nation did that, but they actually made money.
But they made money. Yeah, because they had a direct sponsorship. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't
And
need
fans.
people clicking
All right.
through the link.
Actual
They paid
money.
outright. Yes.
They, what they didn't do is they didn't go, hey, we have Dig Nation with all these fans. Let's rename it something else and go over here with it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they also aren't around anymore, and no one gives a shit about them. To be fair.
Yeah, but they have made more money than all of us combined on this show.
100%.
I remember when Jay used to be like, dig the podcast.
Well, yeah, because that was social media back then.
And we actually did pretty well when we would dig.
Very, very well on Dig. Yeah,
We did
kind
well on
of made tool to play.
what was the other site that everything when it hit the homepage it became
Reddit?
No.
No, Reddit wasn't big back then at all. Dig was
Slashdot.
number one, but Slashdot was the other one.
We got
Yeah.
slash dotted shit our site would break.
Yeah,
And people were
Slashdot
yelling
did.
at me because like your article sucks. I'm like, bring it on.
Yeah, it was great. I love the negative. I love the negative comments. She's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my
Yep.
That was pretty good.
Codes magazine broke.
Yeah.
And then the server would go down and he'd just have like one screen. Like, here, just download the file and leave us alone.
Yeah.
Yep. It would change to just the download.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just get the download.
Like,
yeah. Just the
this
one
is the
page.
This is the
Static.
static HTML.
Static. Yeah, no dynamic generated anything. Just here's the HTML.
Here's
Yeah.
what you came for. Leave us
Yeah.
alone.
Yep.
Don't sign up. Don't be part of
Right.
our
Don't.
community.
We don't want you.
No.
You probably hate us anyway. We're fine with that. Move on.
Just put your comment on slash dot.
No, maybe you would still run like you'd run one ad though. You'd like still have an ad embedded.
You gotta get
and then
impressions.
You gotta get impressions. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the site traffic nowadays? Is it
Oh, it's near.
close
nil.
to zero?
Yeah.
I have not been on the site in over a year and a half.
Yeah.
What?
Like
It's
Yeah,
next
I'm
to
not-
nil.
I have not been on. I couldn't even tell you if it's still running.
Is
No,
it still
it's
up?
It's still running.
I don't know.
That was
I
my next
literally don't know, and I
It's
I
still
don't. I
running.
post
Hey,
there every
here's
week.
the odd part.
and
It's still running, and there's still posts going on every
yeah,
month.
it's crazy. Like I literally have not gone to it. Probably won't either, even after talking about it.
Where's my blog section? Oh, you actually have that still.
I get the
I like
alerts that the new releases every week and stuff like that.
Is that still getting posted? Who posts that?
Yeah.
our editors. Yeah.
What editors?
We
Editors.
still have a staff. Like,
They're still waiting to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
they-
the
they're-
fuck?
They're still
Years
waiting for
of
that
backlog
paycheck.
pay.
I
That's
know.
crazy to me,
Yeah,
dude.
no, everything's still
We
happening.
kept telling them next week. Next week it'll be in the mail.
The New York Times article is coming out soon.
These
Wow, that's
These
blows
guys
my
are
mind.
happy to get their credentials for it. And
Yeah, I mean that's fine if it's helping people, whatever.
Yeah. That's,
But I mean, it blows my mind. It's just, yeah, it's
they
weird.
post the new releases every week, and then
Someone like sent me an email like 4 days ago, like I can't get in. Can you reset my credentials? And I just deleted it.
like, you're like
I did. I just deleted it. I was like, that's
Sorry,
a
man.
lot of work. That is a lot of work. I am in the middle of a 2v2 situation. I don't got time for this.
it was probably me.
Yeah, it was like code. He's like, I'm trying to. Never